Eating to gain muscle. So the hardest part, everybody thinks you can just kind of eat whatever you want. Not everybody. I've heard a lot of people say you can just eat as much as you want and whatever. And to some extent, that's kind of true depending on who you are. Like if you're a, teenager that just started working out, like you've got all the hormonal advantages in your favor and a ridiculous metabolism, so you're going to be able to get away with a lot. But overall, you want to have, my goals have always been body weight or a little more in grams of protein a day, and then I'll start my carbs at like maybe 200, 300, and fat at like 40, and then start going up from there. So going up from there, maybe every 2 weeks. If I don't see progress in weight, I'm going to increase carbs by 30 grams a day and fat by maybe like 5. And I'm just going to keep adjusting as I go. If it's really seeming slow, like if I just feel weak or whatever, I might go up more than that, make bigger jumps. But that's pretty much how I set it up. And then as far as the types of food, it's kind of personal preference. I think the more whole foods you eat, the better you're going to feel. You're going to get more vitamins, things like that. I do eat a lot of like cold cereal, Rice Krispie treats and stuff like that. So that's kind of just how your body responds to it. But if you're being athletic, you're working out really hard, you're doing this stuff, you're going to have to eat a lot to get there. And if you're not gaining the weight, it's because you're not eating enough. There's just no way around that. You can get carbs from liquid sources, like Sprite or whatever. But yeah, you just have to get the calories in. It took me years. I finally got with Austin Stout, and he was coaching me, and he's sets me up with the carbs or whatever. And I think it was like after weeks I'm not going up, he kept adding more and more and more, and I think I was like 500 carbs or some shit like that. And yeah, it was pretty rough, especially at the time, because I think I weighed like 140 pounds maybe. So you just got to eat, and you can't stop eating. You got to be consistent with it too. So it can be rough sometimes, but that's pretty much all it takes, is just doing the right stuff as far as eating goes. And the actual foods, it's not that big of a deal. But I definitely would not get crazy on the fats, because you will slow your basically your insulin sensitivity down if you have too much on that side, and then the carbs aren't going to get absorbed as fast. So avoid fats immediately pre-workout as well, because that's going to slow the absorption of carbohydrates into the digestive system if you have fats post-workout. So that's pretty much it.